Chapter 2, Waging War. First chapter I read it already, so I kind of knew how to break it down. This chapter, I read parts of it, and it's a lot more wordy, so we'll see. But the first chapter was very informative to life. You know, like a lot of things you can apply to multiple situations. This chapter may be more so for the book. So if you were someone who wanted to kind of know what the book was about, you know, that would kind of be one of these. So Sun Tzu said, in the operations of war, where there are in the field 1,000 swift chariots, as many heavy chariots, and 100,000 mail-clad soldiers. A lot of people at war. With provisions enough to carry them 1,000 li, pretty much miles, distance, and expenditure at home and at the front, including entertainment of guests, small items such as glue and paint, and some spent on chariots and armor, or reached a total of 1,000 ounces of silver per day, such a cost of raising an army of 100,000 men. So it's 100,000 men at war in these times with chariots and a whole bunch of just war stuff, a whole bunch of war stuff. They ready. They war ready. Getting war ready ain't cheap. When you engage in actual fighting, if victory is long in coming, then men's weapon will grow dull and their armor will be damned. If they lay siege to a town, you will exhaust your strength. If it takes you long to win the battle, your weapons will start to become weak. Your weapon can be your mind. And if you lay siege to a town, if you try to forcefully take something from somebody, you're going to exhaust your strength. You're going to be tired. Then you're not going to be able to keep going on your real mission because you stopped and took a detour and did something else and wasted your energy trying to, get your loot up or build some knowledge or fight somebody that just made you mad or, something like that, something small like that. You could waste your energy on something small when you basically needing it for a whole journey, a whole expedition. Again, if the campaign is protracted, the resources of the state will not be equal to the strain. The pain and the exhaustion and the tiredness and the fatigue that's going to happen due to them being at war, they're not going to have enough supplies to meet the needs. They got their needs to feed someone, but now they're feeding someone who's exhausted. He wants to eat a little bit more now, I bet you that. Now when your weapons are dull, your armor damped, your strength exhausted, and your treasure spent, often chieftains will spring up to take advantage of your extremity. Then no man, however wise, will be able to avert the consequences that must ensue. People start fucking with you, would start showing your weaknesses. Once they see your weaknesses, people will prey on it. And there's nothing you can do about that because you allowed weaknesses to happen and you may have showed them. That's kind of what that is. I'm breaking a lot of this down sentence for sentence, so by the end of this book, you're going to understand the art of war front, back and front. Thus, though we have heard of stupid haste in war, cleverness has never been seen associated with long delays. There is no instance of a country having benefited from prolonged warfare. It is only one who is thoroughly acquainted with the evils of war that can thoroughly understand the profitability of a profitable way to carry that out. Basically, when you're clever, you're quick. You don't take long when you're clever. So you think of something clever, you think of a good idea, you get right to it, you know what to do, you know how to do it, and you don't think twice about it. A skillful soldier does not raise a second levy. Neither are his supply wagons loaded more than twice. A skillful soldier knows exactly what he needs to do, and how to do it. That's basically what that's saying. Bring war material with you from home, but forage on the enemy. Thus the army will have food enough for its needs. Poverty of the state causes an army to be maintained by contributions from a distance. Contributing to maintain an army at a distance causes the people to be impoverished. If you're not hands-on with the people you're working with, they're not going to be able to benefit from the total good of what y'all working on. On the other hand, the proximity of an army causes prices to go up, and high prices cause the people's substance to be drained away. When their substance is drained away, the peasantry will be afflicted by heavy exactions, heavy rules, heavy things. Now that the military, the closer the military is to the people, the more control the people are. With the loss of substance and exhaustion of strength, the homes of the people will be stripped bare, and their income will be dissipated, while government expenses are broken chariots, worn out horses, breastplates, and helmets. Basically saying the government would start to take your money. Start to take the people's money to fund the things of the government. The closer they are to the people. So stay away from the motherfucking government. Hence a wise general makes a point of foraging on the enemy. 1 cartload of an enemy's provision is equivalent to 20 of one's own, and likewise a single piece of his Look, it's a lot going on here. So basically, I like doing this too, just because there's a whole bunch of words I ain't never seen before. So I'm also trying to learn some new shit while reading. But I like to be able to break down what I feel like is important, what you can take from this book. That's how I kind of read books, and from what I'm reading and what I'm seeing so far is the point I can make out of chapter 2, because this is not a long chapter. Let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. And that basically means you got a plan, get to it, and do it fast. Don't wait, don't think about it, don't prolong it, because nothing good will happen over time. Time is always now, you know. The best time to do something is now. So, time is never your friend. That's basically what I got out of Waging Wars. So that's chapter 2. And then chapter 3, I'm probably going to read ahead so I can be able to let y'all know, because I'm going on the way. So I kind of seen that reading while talking. I'm not going to be able to break stuff down that I may be able to, but at the same time, I still was able to get a good point out of that. So that's chapter 2. Chapter 3 will be soon. Yeah. Reading is fundamental.